Hey, what's up, Divine Ones? It's Latoya O'Keefe. Welcome back to another video. So I just wanted to bring you a real quick message, I was actually about to get ready to get on my stepper and start my workout. But before I do, I just wanted to speak to y'all just for something that was on my spirit that I was getting downloads for a few minutes ago when I was in my office. And this is what I was hearing. This is what God was speaking to me that I want to speak to y'all. Have you noticed that before you do something, when you're contemplating it, or I ain't gonna say contemplate, but when you're thinking about doing something big, you're thinking about doing something that you ain't never did before, don't it kind of scare you a little bit? Like when it kind of scare you a little bit, like you may feel like a little intimidated. You might feel like, I don't know if this is really for me. I don't know if this is something that I do, or, is this for somebody like me and where I came from? And am I really capable of that? Can I really achieve that? Can I really do that? Am I really that smart? All these little questions we be asking ourselves when we be doubting ourselves and doubting the power of God that's in us. But you notice how before you do it, whatever it is you want to do, whether that's publish a book, start your business, change your body, whatever you want to do, when you haven't achieved it yet, when you haven't accomplished it yet, it seemed astronomical. It seemed out of this world. It seemed like, man, I don't know how in the world I'm going to do that. I don't know how in the world I'm going to accomplish that. And you be trying to figure out how are you going to get from point A to point B. How you going to bridge that gap and get from where you are right now to where you really want to be. And this is what I would think about. This is what God was revealing to me. Right before you do it, it seems so hard until you actually do it. Until you actually doing it. Until you in the motion, like you in the process of actually doing it. Because it was something that I had to do for my business that I kept putting off. And I just did not want to do this thing. And I did not want to do this thing, honestly, because it was outside of my comfort zone. It was not familiar to me. It was outside of my norm. And I didn't want to do it. And I'm going to tell y'all, right before I did it, the days leading up to me doing it, I'm in my head like, man, this seems so hard. This seemed like it's impossible. This seemed like, how in the world I'm going to be able to think of all the stuff that I need to think of, and how in the world I'm going to be able to flow. And this is so out of my comfort zone. This is so out of my norm. What I'm saying is, when it was in my head, it seemed like it was so big. It seemed like it was so hard for me to accomplish it. But when I put one foot in front of the other, and I made today that day, and I said, you know what? I ain't putting it off no more. I ain't putting it off no more. I ain't procrastinating no more. I ain't hesitating no more. Because as long as you put it off, whatever that thing is that you know you need to do, that's gonna grow you, that's gonna take you to the next level, but you putting it off because of fear, or you putting it off because of doubt, or you putting it off because of whatever reason, I'm telling y'all, as long as you put it off, it hang over your head like a dark cloud. It hangs over you every day like a dark cloud. And you can go on about your day and do other little things and take care of other little things, but it's always that dark cloud that's following you around, and it keeps reminding you that, hey, you got to do this thing. Hey, you got to take care of this thing. And it continues to do that until you finally say, you know what? Today is the day, and I'm going to do it. I want you to make today that day that you say, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to stop letting this cloud follow me around. I'm going to stop, because that's the trick of the enemy. He wants you to procrastinate. He wants you to doubt yourself. He wants you to doubt the power of God in you. And he wants you to sit on the shore. He don't want you to launch out into the deep and launch out into the endless possibilities of blessings that God has in store for you. So I said all that to say that once I finally said today is the day, and I'm going to get my behind in here behind my desk, and I'm going to do this. While I was in the midst of doing it, I got revelation and I got downloads. And I saw that it was not as hard as I thought it was going to be. That this was pulling something different out of me. This was pulling something new out of me. And it was my old mindset that was talking to me, that was keeping me stuck, because it wanted me to stay on the shore where it was safe. It didn't want me to go out into the deep. It didn't want me to go out to my next level, to reach the new territory that God has for me. And so I want y'all to understand that as you chasing greatness and as you chasing your next level, that you're going to have to stand against you. You're going to have to battle you. 2024 is you versus you. And I want y'all to say that as you're watching this video. 2024 is me versus me. It ain't my kids. It ain't my husband. It ain't my wife. It ain't my job. It ain't my co-workers. It ain't my supervisor. It's not my grandkids. It ain't my nieces, my nephews, my negative, toxic family members. You know what? It's me versus me. If I can conquer my own self, if I can conquer my old mindset, I can conquer anything. And so I wanted to share that with y'all, baby, that once I put one foot in front of the other and I said, you know what? Ain't nothing gonna stop me today. I'm gonna get this done. Baby, the thoughts flowed to me so easily. I was able to type on that keyboard so fast that my fingers couldn't even keep up with the thoughts that I was spitting out on that keyboard, baby, putting in that computer. Because I put one foot in the front of the other. I put my big girl underwear on. I took accountability and I said, I'm gonna get this done. And baby, it's done. It's done. So I say that to you as well, that this is a year of accountability for you. This is a year that you got to put one foot in front of the other and you got to ask yourself, what am I procrastinating on that I know I need to go ahead and get done? What is it that I keep pushing off? And then the more I push it off, the badder I feel, the worse I feel. Because every day that I push that thing off, it didn't matter what I accomplished that day. It didn't matter how many levels I tapped into that day. Because I did not accomplish that one thing that I knew I needed to do, it still hung over me like a dark cloud. So it wasn't until I said, I'm not going to sleep with this tonight. I'm not waking up in the morning with this on my mind. I'm going to get this done. I'm going to check this box today. And what that does is that frees you up to really enjoy your days. That frees you up to really take the necessary steps that you need to take to grow and evolve and self-develop. Okay? So I love y'all so much, baby. I just want to share that with y'all real quick. I'm about to get on my mini step or get my workout in. 2024 is me versus me. It ain't nobody's fault but mine. If my body ain't in shape, it ain't nobody's fault but mine. That's what I hear y'all saying. Come on now. Y'all got to stand up with me. Stand up with Auntie. If Auntie can do it, you can do it. 2024 is me versus me. If I don't reach my goals, it ain't nobody's fault but mine. If I don't start that business, it ain't nobody's fault but mine. Because you are the only one that's powerful enough to stop you. It's you versus you, okay? So conquer your old mindset, conquer today, stop procrastinating, put one foot in front of the other and step out. I am Latoya Okia. I love y'all so much, baby. Click the link that I'm going to drop in the description for you so you can sign up for our group coaching membership. If you're looking for a coach, if you're looking for a family of other like-minded people that's supporting you along your journey of growth and transformation, then this is the move for you. I want you to go in the description and click the link and don't hesitate what I just told you. Don't hesitate. Don't procrastinate. Sign up now. I love y'all so much. I'll check in with y'all later.